What's this? What's going on, guys? Real quick video here. I bought the cheapest front lip slash splitter kit that I could find for my NB2 Miata. The cheapest one I could find. And this one actually looks really sweet. I'm pretty excited to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and start cutting it open and take a look at what I got here. Now, luckily it was shipped with USPS and they tend to take a lot better care of stuff than FedEx does. Yeah, got my box cutter here. Let's see what we're working with here. Actually, there's already a little cut right here, so I'm gonna start there. All right, let's take a look at it. This is the cheapest front lip I could find for the NB2 Miata. And honestly, it looks like it's gonna be pretty sweet on here. It's one of those elongated ones, so it comes straight out from the car. And I'm pretty excited to see it. You know, didn't come with, well, it came with some screws here. I'll probably use these initially, but they're kind of small, so I'll use those to kind of get everything in place, but definitely going to be applying my own Gorilla Tape all over it, as well as a bunch of my much longer mounting screws here. So we'll be getting it fully secured. I also have a couple of these little lip struts. I think that's what you call it, or splitter struts. So we could throw those on there if needed. But I'm excited. I think this is gonna look really good. But I need to hit it with some alcohol. That way all of the tape sticks real well to it. And we'll get everything fitted up. And yeah, I'm excited. And I didn't see this before, but it's actually got the little indentations here where you got to drill in to give yourself, see, there's like one right there, another one right here. So you can drill in and give yourself the mounting holes. But what I'll probably do is drill them out and then drill additional ones in between each one, giving myself twice as many mounting points. All right, and we are back. I've got my drill out and we're gonna go ahead and start punching all the holes in it here, anywhere that it's marked. It actually sat overnight in my garage, and so some of the little bends that were put into it during shipping actually just came out of it, so it's a lot more flush to the ground now. So that's probably a good thing that I just kind of left it for a bit, but this is a really solid feeling material, honestly. I'm excited to see what it's like once it's on the car and if it flexes at all. But only one way to find out. So let's go ahead and start drilling these holes out. I have the car up on stands. I'm going to be changing the motor mounts anyway, so it was going to end up on stands at some point, but at least now we can completely get under the front end and use a drill. That way I'm not having to put anything on, you know, by hand. So, all right, I used a bit that's roughly the size of the screws I'm going to use to put all my holes in, and I kind of went at an angle like this. That way the screws can go upward into the bumper, kind of like this, and hopefully be hidden underneath here the way that it's shaped. But also I want it to go with the material because it's at an angle. I want the screws to be at an angle as well. That way they fit flush on the bottom of the lip here. I believe it should flush up here at the edge of the bumper. It should go flush to flush. Okay, I lied. I put this side on top of the coolant container, so it holds it actually really close to where it needs to be height-wise. And I'm gonna drill in and mount the very far end right here, where I think it all needs to fit. sometimes my genius is terrifying. This is the best way to get this son of a bitch put up against the bottom of the car, is just jack up the middle of it to the bottom of the car, get the front put exactly where you want it to be, and then just mount the rest of that bitch on there. This is my recommended way to do this, the correct and probably easiest way. Now you don't have to put your knee under one side to hold it up while you drill a hole on one end. Nah, screw all that. Put a jack under it, get it right where you want in the middle, and then deal with the edges next. So let's try this now. Okay, all right, it's fully mounted and actually looks really freaking good. Got it pretty flushed up right over here. I messed up and there's just a tiny little gap. Honestly, I'm totally cool with that. And then on this side, actually it's pretty much the same little gap right there. So actually that makes it completely even. Totally tight now, it shakes the whole front bumper, but overall, like, I'm really happy with how sturdy that is. I have like I said, it's moving the whole bumper, so that's not going anywhere. I did add 2 extra screws in addition to all of the mounting holes that they gave me for right here in the front. So there's the hole that they gave me dead center, and then I added 2 more in between the one that's dead center and then somewhere over here. So I added 2 more in between those for a little bit more support in the front, because most of the airflow, and I learned this on the Golf, most of the airflow is coming right through the middle, and not that Miatas go all that fast, and this is way sturdier than the one I had on my Golf, but all of the air is going to be right on the front here and it's going to try to pull down. So put a little bit more reinforcing on that, but worst case, like I said, I still have the little struts here, and I'm holding off because I don't really want to drill holes. Here you won't see it, but on here you would see it, and so I'm trying to avoid putting any holes in here unless I really have to, but we'll see. If I hear it, wiggling around or whatnot, we can always look at it then, but for now, again, this car is slow as hell, so I'm really not worried about it pulling that off. I am curious to see what it'll look like on the ground, but we'll get there when we get there, right? So I have some other projects going on, guys. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna be doing some stuff electrical over here on the passenger side. So you can see I've got the whole door panel off, so we're playing around over there. Gonna be doing motor mounts, so that's originally why the car is jacked up, is so that we can put new motor mounts in. I got what are they, Megan Racing, so I'm hoping that that'll clear up a lot of the engine vibrating that I'm having. I really like how this looks. I think it adds a nice touch to the front end, especially because the MBs kind of look goofy in the front, in my opinion. I love them, I really do. I think it's probably the best looking Miata. Come at me. But I think this really adds a much needed presence to the front end, because at least the NAs have the little flip up lights and that's what you're looking at, but on here they don't, and I think it's very nicely done. So really impressed. $80 shipped. It was like 68 something before taxes and all that, so less than $80 shipped to get this. And literally, like I'm saying, like, it came with the screws. I used my own, but it did come with screws. It was packaged really well and really sturdy. The one I put on my Golf was the same price, and it was shittier than this one by a long shot. So very impressed with this. One piece, so you don't have those really annoying seams where you had to put it all together. really nicely done. I'm sure at some point I'll probably take it off and wrap it so that it matches the car. I think that'll be cool. But for now, it's mounted, looks good. I've got plenty of other projects coming, so not really in a rush to wrap it, and I don't have the materials, but we will get there. So again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below letting me know that you watched my video, and I will see you in the next one. Drink water and be safe.